Then Saleh alayhi salam, he said, if you don't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're going to have punishment. So the people started thinking. They're like, okay, you know what? We're gonna give Saleh alayhi salam a request that he will never be able to do it. So everyone else will know that he's a liar. So what was that request? Those people gathered together, like those elite, and they said, you know what? We're gonna go to Saleh alayhi salam and tell him, show us a miracle, show us a sign. What is this sign? That's right. Right, that's right. So they said, okay, Ya Saleh, we want a miracle from you. And he said, what do you want? He said, they said, we want a she camel. And they're like, well, you have a lot of camels. They said, no, we want a very huge she camel. And not only a she camel, we want her also pregnant. So they were trying to fantasize on something that maybe that they wanted it, subhanallah. And if Salih alayhi salam in our times, I would just like imagine, I don't think that they will ask for sheep camel. They're probably going to ask for like a big mountain of golds, for example, or something like this. So they wanted something because at that time the camels and the cattle, they were like what do you call it, like a property. And not only, it's like you're asking for a Ferrari at our times, or like you're asking for a big mansion, a house. So for them, this is their wealth. So they want something, a big wealth, like a gold, so they said a she camel, a big she camel, and to be pregnant, and to come out from this stone, big huge stone. We want her to come out from there. The Prophet Saleh alayhi salam, he said, well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can do that, but I want to ask you, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes this miracle to you, are you going to believe? And they said, yes, we will believe, of course. He said, are you sure? He said, yes. So if you don't believe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will punish you. So the Prophet ﷺ showed them the consequences in before. He showed them that if you believe and do good, Allah will forgive you. If you don't, you have a consequences, you have a punishment. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us this Quran. The word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it has all the instructions. And Allah tells us, if you believe in Allah and if you do good, this is your reward. If you don't, this is your punishment. Allah put the instructions right in front of us before. So we have no excuse. We have no excuse. So that's what Salih alayhi salam did to his people. He gave them the instructions. So Salih alayhi salam made a dua. And then suddenly a she camel came out of the stone. And everyone just looked at it as they are watching a Marvel movie, like something like, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. What is this? And people they were like amazed. Saleh alayhi salam gave them a test. And he said, here's your she camel. هذه ناقة الله لكم آية فذروها تأكل في الأرض. You need to leave it. You're not supposed to enslave it like the other camels. You're not supposed to be using it for any kind of work. But that's what the camels are for. They're like, this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants. You leave her on the land, eat whatever she wants. Not only that, this is the camel of Allah, and this is a great miracle. You need to make this well. They have a big well that she comes one day and she drinks from that well, and you're not allowed to come close to her. And you're not allowed to come close to that well. The next day, you will come and drink from that well. So you drink from that well every other day. If you want on the day that you're drinking to take some water and store it, you want to keep it at your home till the next day so you can use it, it's up to you. But you're not allowed to, when this camel is drinking from that well, in that day, you're not allowed to be drinking from that well. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructed to you. The people agreed at the beginning and they said yes, okay? And they did not say that if they believe or not, but because they were still in that shock. A big camel, it's a sign, it's a miracle. Wow. Then after a few days, subhanallah, this she camel, she gave birth of a very beautiful, cute camel. And everyone was looking at this sign. The sign of Allah is a walking, living sign. Subhanallah, right in front of their eyes. right?